Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, and you tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV. And before I introduce you to our guest today, who's hailing from Queens, then Long Island, then back to Queens, he got a whole lot of shit going on. Before I introduce y'all to our guest today, make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe under whatever screen you watching this on. And Siah, it might be a iPhone, it might be a MacBook Pro, it might be a MacBook Air.
Yeah.
It might even be an iPad. But hopefully it's a TV screen because you tapped in with Cut Different TV. Solar Siah, what up, man?
Yes, sir, man. How y'all doing, man?
Man, coolin', bro. You know the vibes.
Yes,
Just
sir.
had a fucking chicken cutlet. That shit was busting. If you ain't know about the chicken cutlet, get to know it.
Yeah, that's like one of the best things about living in New York, man. You could just go to that corner store. They got everything, man. You get a top cheese, chicken cutlet, get whatever, man.
Type shit. My shorty was telling me she got a chicken cutlet with 2 cutlets. And they looked at her behind the counter like, what the hell, 2?
It's a double cutlet sandwich?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We big backs, for sure. But shit, man, all the deli shit is cool, but we here to talk about the music. We here to talk about the fashion. We here to talk about the vibe, man.
Yes, sir.
So, like I said in the intro, Queens, Long Island, Queens.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a couple more places than that, but you know what I'm saying? I was originally born in Flushing, Queens. You know what I'm saying? That's my origin. When I was like 10 years old, I moved to Long Island, for me. So I was like 10 to like the end of high school. I was living in Long Island. For me, I met my mans, my bros. We actually created this music group called Everything Cozy, ETK. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of talented artists, you know what I'm saying? We all got our different flows and different, vibe, but when we come together, I feel like we always just mesh perfectly, you know what I'm saying? So that's really dope. I got to meet them. I grew up with them, you know what I'm saying? We built something. Continuing to build it right now as well too. But yeah, so once I was like 18, you know what I'm saying? I moved out, they kicked me out the house. So I moved to PA actually. I was living in PA for like a year and a half, and then I moved to Delaware for like 6 months, and then we back at Queens, you know what I'm saying, where it all started. So I feel like life has a funny way of just bringing shit full circle, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and that's why I'm back here.
Fire.
Yes, sir.
And throughout that time period, obviously operating within a group, right? Like you kind of have that group mindset where it's like not all about you, it's not all about the other members, it's a collective.
Right.
So when you kind of started and doing your own thing as Solar Siah, like was there anything that prompted that, or was that just kind of a decision where you were like, all right, I'm gonna do my own thing?
Yeah. Honestly, the funny thing about it, like I said, is like we started off as a group. So originally I was Siah Bands, you know what I'm saying? So like you change the name once you grow and stuff like that, you evolve into a different, better version of yourself. So I feel like that was, appropriate to like kind of change my name, because the stuff that I was talking about when I first started, like I feel like I'm a whole different artist, whole different person now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in a different direction. But to answer your question though, when we first started, like I said, we first started as a group. Like my main man's Vaughn, he's actually the one who kind of like influenced me to start rapping. You know what I mean? So like we started rapping on the phones. Like if you were a real OG, Alley Oopa, Take, Band Lab, stuff like that. Before we even was able to get to the studio, like we found a way. That's just something that was just, I don't know, it just felt natural. It just felt like something fun to do. It felt natural. He put me on to how to record on the phone. So like I just took it and ran from there. I really just, like I said, I fell in love with music, and it just felt so natural as a form of self-expression. You know what I mean? So it's like that would kind of be like my escape. Like I would just go make some music. If shit's going on in my life, everybody got problems, So like shit's hectic in my life, I could just go to my escape and just create some. You feel me? I feel like that's just like, it's such a crazy thing to think about. Like when you really break it down, like you're literally just creating art. You know what I'm saying?
From thin air.
From thin air, exactly, out of nowhere, bro. So it's like I just fell in love with the idea and just music itself.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, like, I don't know what it's been, but like this past week, I've like really gotten like a newfound I mean, granted, I love lyrics and I love music and hip hop and R&B, all genres for real.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, this shit all started out with just niggas walking around rhyming,
Nah,
like selling
facts.
shit. Even you go before Sugar Hill Gang, before all that, you go back to ancient times. There were dudes walking down the street trying to sell you something, just rhyming, like saying riddles and all this. It's like, it's always been fine. Not everybody can do that. So just the fact, whatever it is, sonically or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just the fact being able to rhyme words is so fire. And then being able to express your emotions through that too. It's like, music is something, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's really crazy, man.
I be seeing this shit on Twitter. I don't know, you X, I guess now, but they be like, would you rather live without music or, insert other thing? Like, would you rather live without music or McDonald's? Or like music or like
That's not even
Ubers?
close.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's
It's
like,
not even close, bro. Can you just imagine life without music? Like how boring that shit would be, bro.
bruh,
I feel like it would be so many people just going insane. Like,
yeah. I mean, because music is just, I mean, everything would be numb. Like, you would just never have any emotion. Movies would suck.
yeah,
Like,
that's a fact.
yeah. And when you understand, like, scoring, we had an artist on, Be Bearded,
Mm.
and he did like the score for like several movies and stuff.
Right.
And again, like, it's kind of like the red car theory. Like, when you start seeing stuff, you start to notice it. Or when
Okay.
something is brought to your attention, it's like, bro, if you watch movies, and you probably know this, but when you watch movies, they're literally playing music the entire time
Yeah.
the movie is on, even during dialogue scenes.
Mhm.
And it's like somebody sits there and scores that shit.
Yeah.
And it's all based on emotion. I don't know. Music is fire, bro.
Nah, for real.
But getting into kind of your style of music and creative process, getting into doses, right?
Dosage. Yeah, dosage.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
getting into that record, right? It's like when I first heard the record, it gave me LA, it gave me chill, laid back, you feel me, kind of vibes. And what does that mean to you? Like, what made you want to get in that bag, get in that pocket?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like honestly, like just I feel like recently, once I kind of switched from side bands to solo Siah, I did that in like 2020. Honestly, I started making music in like 2019, so it was like a year and a half after, kind of made my transition. But I just recently started like really messing with like Larry June type beats. You know, like I discovered it, and it was just speaking to my soul. You know what I mean? And like I'm a big fan of just trying different things. You know what I mean? So like I haven't really made music kind of like that before. Like before Night, my EP Night that I dropped like last year. I haven't really made any music kind of in that niche. So like once I started with Night, you know, I kind of was really messing with that vibe, and um yeah, it just spoke to me. You know, I feel like that's the kind of artist I am as well too. Like with the topics I talk about, you know, like the message I like to send. I feel like it just really meshes well with that kind of type of beat. You know what I mean? It just kind of brings the track to life in a sense. And it just takes it to the direction that I want to go in. You know what I mean? Because it's like the stuff I talk about, the person that I am in general. Like I'm just a laid back, you know what I'm saying? Like real chill person.
Really just a
sometimes.
chill guy.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just a chill
You seen
guy,
that shit on
yeah.
Instagram?
I'm just a chill dude,
Yeah.
yeah, for real. So it's like I really just be chilling. So like I want to make music for people that's like me that really just be chilling. You know what I mean? And just could just support the vibe. Thanks.
Word. I rock with that. And so does that translate at all? I mean, obviously the music is key. Dosage going crazy right now. The brand as well. Not everybody can do separate things. Some people just a rapper. Some people just a designer. Some people this. How are you able to balance both? And tell me a little bit about the brand.
For sure. How I'm able to balance both. I feel like just having a passion for creating. Like I said, you know, whatever you create is just a form of self-expression, right? So whether it be art, whether it be music, clothes, poetry, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many forms of self-expression out there. So it's like me personally, I like to try everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try all the avenues of self-expression and see which ones really resonate with me, you know what I'm saying? And see which ones that I'm really passionate about. So number one, obviously music. Like I knew I was passionate about that since I was like a little kid. Like I started rapping when I was like 16, but like even before that, when I was like 11, like I remember that one day I really fell in love with music, and like I started to try to like write my own raps. This shit was horrible, but like that was kind of the
We
day.
all been there.
Yeah, that was kind of the day where I'm like, yo, I feel like I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So my brand though is called Ethereal. Um, so that's the brand that we actually have right now out right now. Excuse me, and it's just a sweatsuit line. You know what I'm saying? It's real chill. I like to have like kind of like the sunset colors. You know what I'm saying? So it's like purple, um, like orangey red. You know what I'm saying? So just like I said, an expression of my music, an expression of myself, right? Because like we were just talking about, my music is like real chill, real mellow. I feel like that's kind of what my brand is as well too. You know what I mean? And ethereal, what that actually means is like too perfect for this earth. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like heaven sent. So like that's kind of why I chose that name for that specific clothing line. My brand itself though, like the brand itself is called Mind at Peace. But like I said, I'm actually planning on dropping some new a new sweatsuit line as well too. I'm gonna be collaborating with one of my good friends as well too with that. So we're gonna be doing like car giveaways. Like it's gonna be crazy, right? So I just plan on just trying, right? I feel like a lot of people are just too scared to even try and just, you know what I'm saying? Just take a step to their dream. And that's actually that's crazy that I brought that up. On my sweatsuit, on the cuff, it actually says take the first step, right? So like I just said, like I was just explaining, that's what that really means to me. It's like, bro, just try, right? What's the worst that could happen? Like you fail, oh well. Like you know how many successful people have failed over and over and over again, and that's the reason they're successful. You know what I mean? So, hell yeah.
And you only fail when you give up, for real. Because everything other than that is a lesson. Like, you know, it could take you a year to read a book. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you stop reading it a weekend and you don't pick it up, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you bullshitting. You're not reading the book." Nah, nigga, I'm just chilling. I'm just taking in the first couple chapters. I'm gonna get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody tell you because you're not at a certain spot in the business, bro, fuck all that, bro. Follow his lead. You know what I'm saying? I rock with that. So also, we need to cut different code for the giveaway. I want to get a car, bro. Like, what the hell? What kind of cars you? What kind of cars you giving away?
Shit, we gonna be doing all types of cars. So like I said, my friend I'm working with, he's like the plug with all the cars, honestly. So like he works on them. He's like mechanic. You know what I'm saying? So he has like a lot of ins and outs with that. He get them for cheap. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously, you purchase a certain amount of merchandise, or for the clothing brand, you get a ticket. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely got you with a code on, man. I got you. Once we start doing that, I got you.
Say less.
So we'll get you with the discounts for sure.
It's up, bro. And shit, we don't even need a discount. Niggas just, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, maybe we could get a code for the watchers, for the subscribers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe they could go in and make it pop. But I want to see the track suits and everything as well, bro.
Definitely.
But shit, man, so you have a unique ideology from a standpoint of singles versus projects. Right. And as you kind of cultivate your sound and as you get everything rolling on that side, you told me earlier, singles is really the priority right now.
Right.
What prompted that mindset and what makes you want to prioritize dropping record by record instead of a collection?
Right. What makes me really prioritize that is I've just been doing a lot of research, you feel me, in terms of building a fan base that really resonates with you. You know what I mean? So I feel like just singles in general for me at this point in my career is just a better avenue because number one, you could promote them more, right? So let's say for example, I'm dropping like a 10 song album or EP or whatever, right? I would have to promote each song, you know what I mean? If I wanted to do as much as it could, right? So instead of promoting 10 different songs each week, I could just do one song, promote that 10 different times that week. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's more engagement with that one specific song. And in terms of why that is, I just feel like you put so much effort and you put so much time into creating just one song, right? So I want to be able to optimize as much as possible in terms of like the engagement and people actually seeing it, people actually coming across it. Oh shit, let me check this out. You know what I mean? So like I said, honestly, for me right now, personally, um, I feel like it's quality over quantity. Yeah,
Word. I'm rocking with that.
yes, sir.
And there's been some artists that, I mean, obviously singles are singles and they're huge for a reason.
Right,
But I mean, there's been artists that have blown up with no project, just
that's
straight
true.
single, 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 single.
That's
And
true.
then there's project artists.
Right.
Um, so what's your take on if you were to build a world, right? Obviously your name is Solar Siah, so like I would imagine there would be an element of like outer space and
Hell
like
yeah,
you feel me? But
definitely.
like what does your world look like?
What do you mean by that? So like, if I was to build a world,
You
oh,
know,
like
like
a
Travis has like Astro World,
okay
like people just have different elements. You feel me? Like,
solar system.
okay,
That would kind of be my world, solar system. But it's not
okay,
a world. It's you know what I'm saying, a place
mm,
in space.
mm,
You feel what I'm saying?
okay.
So I guess that would kind of be um my world.
Mm.
But in terms of like, what do you mean by like my world? Like, what like you mean like what would I have in it or
Like
like
it's more so like a soundscape, right? So like creating a project, you feel me? Or, creating a brand identity around your music. Like when somebody looks at any content that has anything to do with you, like what's that vibe giving off? Like what is that feeling? What do you want people to feel like when they listen to your music, when they, put on your clothes, when they visit your website? Like what is that? What is that
yeah.
feeling? What is that energy feel?
That energy feels like you're out of space, right? And like what do you think of when you're out of space? No gravity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like that's my whole thing is like when you listen to my music or when you put on my clothes or just you know what I mean, just have that vibe of solar. Um, I just want you to feel like you're floating, right? I just want you to feel like you're floating in
On some
space. No
cozy shit.
gravity, yeah, on some
Yeah.
cozy shit, right? Like it's no gravity, like you just smoked the best blunt in the world, right? Without even having to smoke.
Mm-hmm. I
But you
feel
add a
that.
blunt to that mix, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be even better. It's gonna be even
You're
better.
gonna be
So
motherfucking levitating and shit.
word, you're gonna be even higher, you know what I'm saying?
I'm weak, bro.
Oh yeah.
So in regards to 2025, right? Um, what else is in the works, man? What else? Maybe you got a cut different exclusive that you could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What can we
yeah.
expect moving forward?
Honestly, yeah, I do have a cut different exclusive, you know what I'm saying, if y'all wanna hear it. But definitely more music, you know what I'm saying? A lot more music, a lot more like I said, my other clothing line is coming out as well too. I'm actually a model as well for me, so the modeling career about to take off. Y'all about to see me in Vogue, all that shit. So
Word.
we speaking of that to existence. You feel me?
Fire.
Y'all about to see me in the when you go to Walmart, you gonna see me. You gonna see me on top of the men's shirts and shit.
I'm
But
dead.
I'm trying to be
That's a
everywhere
huge
with it.
ass
Yeah,
spot though. Shit,
I'm
you
trying
get
to
in
be
Walmart,
everywhere.
that's
Hell
gonna be a
yeah,
lot of eyes on you.
it's a fact. Hey man, that's what I want. But like I said, the modeling for sure. I'm gonna be getting into acting as well too. So like I said, I just want to try. I'm just a very spontaneous person. I'm very open minded. So like I love to try new things, whether it be going out to this one spot, you know, in the city, like just finding new spots, you know what I'm saying, parks and shit like that, museums, art galleries, whatever the case may be. You know, I love to just try new things, and that comes into trying different creative ways, like I was just talking about before too.
Mm-hmm.
So I want y'all to expect to see me everywhere, pretty much. Like wherever you look, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you open your phone on Instagram, you can be like, oh shit, I seen him on an interview last year. Hold on, wait, right? So that's my goal. That's what y'all can expect. Like I said, um, definitely, man. We're taking off with the music, art, all of that.
Word up, bro. I'm glad to hear it. And if you watched this interview all the way to this point, you're a real one. And they probably fans of you now because you got so much going on. I mean, if you don't like the clothes, you're going to like the music. If you don't like the music, you're going to like the clothes. If you don't like either, then you a hater and you shouldn't be watching to this point anyway. But
Nah, facts.
everybody that comes up to cut different studios, man, it's like, it's almost like everybody got a point to prove or something. Like they trying to let everybody know what makes them, you know, cut different. Some people might say,
Right.
But I gotta ask you, what makes you cut different, Solar Siah?
What makes me cut different, man? That's a great question. That's the question of the day. Shit, what makes me cut different is I feel like I'm just a different beast. You know what I mean? Like I take like we were just talking about failure is not really. I don't look at failure as failure. I look at if I take a L instead of being a loss, it's a lesson, right? So just learning from my mistakes, just learning from all the trials and tribulations that life throws at you, and just, you know what I'm saying, seeing it for what it is. It's meant to make you get better. It's meant to help you grow as an individual. You know what I mean? So just the just not giving up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what really makes me cut different, and just my mindset. You know, my ideology. I just feel like I'm a different individual. You know, I feel like I'm a rarity, and I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to stand out. Some people are scared to stand out, but I feel like if you're not standing out, you're not really being yourself, because everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something different to bring to the table. So the best thing you can do is stand out. Facts.
They say, what is it? It's hard to fit in when you custom made. You dig? Yeah, man. So shit, bro. We appreciate you coming in. You know what I'm saying, and joining the Cut Different family. You feel me? And shit, man. I mean, at the end of the day, like, is there anything that you want to get across? Any message that you want to leave the people that are tapped in watching this?
For sure. Just continue to be you, man. Just don't ever be afraid to be you, no matter where you at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no matter the circumstances, the environment. Me personally, you feel me? Like, I've been in environments where it's kind of hard to be yourself, where people are kind of like dimming your light. But my message to y'all is just don't let that shit happen, man. Just continue to do whatever you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? What you wake up and you can't stop thinking about, whether that be music, clothes, whatever the case may be, man. Like, it could be, like I said, painting, poetry, it's like soccer, sports, whatever the case is, man. Like, whatever you love to do, like, that's an expression of you. So just continue to do that, man, and tap in with me. Facts.
Brother. We fucking with it, man. Solar Siah in the building. You know what I'm saying? I go by the name of Sebastian Ryder. I'm here with the one and only
Solar.
and we outside, man. It's another episode of Cut Different TV. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe. Drop the likes, drop the comments, share with your friends, and come back and see us next time, man. We outside.